So here's a quick look at the Decker X-Lab Chukka splash boot, which is quite a mouthful. And they're such an unusual boot, and I really like them. They're super lightweight, so if you're looking at them thinking they're quite a clunky boot, they're not. They're actually very, very lightweight. From the point of view of features, again, it's a really mad mishmash of shoes that you could easily get away with wearing with jeans down a local bar, but also shoes that you could easily go hiking, which is what I'm literally doing now, or even running. I could go trail running in these on relatively okay conditions. They're such a crossover shoe. It's mad. It shouldn't work, but it does. They've got a leather upper with a kind of suede finish as well on some sections, which makes them look kind of cool. They're not too garish compared to a lot of sneakers and hiking boots and shoes that you can get. As I mentioned before, they're super lightweight. If you look on the side here, there's plenty of cushioning as well. So there's a lot of cushioning all the way along the bottom of these boots, which is nice. And I've noticed when I wear them, there's an 8mm drop, like a lot of shoes have, between the heel and the front, but also if you feel quite supported under the arch of your foot, so there's a kind of rocking motion when you walk with them that's kind of I think it's quite popular with quite a few people for kind of health benefits and posture and making sure your legs moving in an efficient way. It's actually quite nice. The thing that I kind of like the most about these boots is they've got a fleecy lining. It's such a silly thing to get excited about, but there's like a 3mm fleecy wool lining all the way through, so these make a really good shoe to wear in the winter, and because they're the splash, they're waterproof as well, so they're very water resistant all the way around to kind of splashes and stuff. The tongue itself is not sealed across, so you know this isn't a shoe to stand in puddles in and stuff, but it will resist a lot of splashes and water generally put on it, which is super. Nice and easy to put on. They cut away a little bit at the back, so you're not struggling too much with the extra lace bits to put on. And the final thing I really like about them is they are foot shaped. So they're rather like the Ultra trainers and shoes, in that they've got quite a wide toe box. So if you're like me, you have normal shaped feet instead of super skinny ones, you'll find these are really comfy because they've got loads of toe room, which I really like as well. Underneath, from a grip point of view, good quality company, good old Vibram is here. This is a kind of hybrid sole, so it's not mega aggressive, but it's reasonable, which means, you know, it's perfectly fine on sidewalks and when you're walking around town, but it's also pretty good when you're out on trail as long as it's not too slippery and wet. So it's a nice give. Vibram, I find, do really good quality soles for really good grip. My only observation would be is they do tend to wear through quite quickly because of the way the rubber is, because it's so good at gripping. So if you spend most of your time urban, you might find these smooth out quite quickly, but if you're mainly out on trail like I am, you'll probably find the grip will last quite a long time. And that's about it. Size wise, they come in true to size, so you don't need to be buying an extra half size up, and that's pretty much most of the features for you to have a look through on these. They are a bit of a mouthful, the Decker X-Lab Chukka splash boot, but they're a really nice little hybrid boot that's going to do you more than just wandering around on trail. And that's about it. That gives you a first look. If you like what I'm doing here, I would be immensely grateful if you can like and subscribe. It really helps me out do these kind of reviews, and I'll put a link in the description to the lowest price I found online, and a more in-depth blog that I've written. So there you go. That's the Decker X-Lab Chukka splash boot.